I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. So said Scrooge after a night of quite interesting dreams where he comes to a deeper understanding of the importance of the spirit of Christ, the spirit of Christmas. This particular devotional will be aired on the last day of Christmas, the day before Epiphany. And a lot of times we talk about how can we keep that spirit of Christmas going throughout the year. Why not have it spill over, not just to be a day, not just to be a season, but to be an all-year reality. My mother has a birthday on January 26th, and her entire childhood, their family had the practice of once Christmas is over, they left the Christmas tree up until the 26th, every year of her life. January 26th is when the tree came down, and she carried that tradition over to her marriage and having her 3 children. And it was often an odd thing because it was up that long and people would make comments, not that they were wanted, but they made comments. But this one year in particular, Mom just kind of went off the range because January 26th came, and next morning when we got up at the 27th, the tree was still there. And come Valentine's Day, the tree was still there. And in fact, it had been replaced. What had been replaced was all the Christmas decorations were all replaced with hearts. Moving into March, it stayed up. And then all of a sudden, St. Patrick's Day came up and we had shamrocks all over the tree. And because my mother was concerned about peace and reconciliation between Catholics and Protestants, we had green shamrocks and orange shamrocks so that Catholics and Protestants would get together. Oh my gosh, April came and we still had the tree up and the neighbors were going nuts. The neighbors were acting as if we didn't realize for ourselves that the tree was up. We would go outside and there was this one old man in particular who said, "You know, your tree's still up." Just like, really? So what happened was the tree actually finally came down. It came down the week before Palm Sunday, and what Mom then put up in front of the window was an egg tree to get ready for Easter. Kind of peculiar, but in her own way, she was keeping the spirit of Christmas alive for several months, and I really do imagine it. Somehow she could have kept the tree going, because eventually it did have to be replaced, but we had this miracle tree. It was like, it wasn't the Hanukkah miracle of lights, it was the Christmas miracle of the tree still being able to grow, or at least stay alive. But we had this sense of how Christmas could spill over into the rest of the year. And I hope that we would have a sense of trying to bring that, and the ways that we can do that is thinking in terms of the Christ child, of welcoming the Christ child in our hearts and letting that child grow up in us so that by the time we get into Lent and Easter, we're really prepared to follow the Christ of the way, the Christ of the teachings, the Christ who went to the cross for us and rose again on the 3rd day. And so as we enter 2021, as we leave the Christmas season behind, may we carry it forward. And as we do, think about how you can honor Christmas in your heart and how you can try to keep it all the year. God bless, and since Epiphany's tomorrow, happy Epiphany.